Hello students, now today we are going to do nested loops. Now loops you have already studied that which repeats itself a particular number of times. We have learned already for loop and while loop. So now nested loop means one loop inside another loop. So let us do nested loops. So here a loop inside another loop is called nested loop. So what are the advantages of nested loop? Nested loop, normally wherever rows and columns are there, we have to use nested loop. Then for using for loop, we are checking whether a number is prime or not. But if you are a series of prime numbers, then we have to use two for loop. Series of Armstrong number, then we are using outer for loop to generate the numbers and inner for loop to check whether it is Armstrong or not. So normally wherever series of, after checking the number we have to print the series, in those cases we are using, like you can see all the programs here: series of prime numbers, series of Armstrong numbers, series of palindrome numbers, factorial of all numbers. Now here you can see for factorial also as well as for sum. So for factorial one for loop and for sum the second for loop, outer for loop for sum, inner for loop for factorial. So all these questions we will do now using nested for loops. You can see the patterns also. Wherever rows and columns are there we will use nested for loops. So we have to do all these questions. String, we can use a string also, and any pattern of the string we can design, as well as using a special character. So we will start with all the questions. So first question is series of prime numbers. So you can solve series of prime numbers. Now what is the program for series of prime numbers? The program is, here you can see, to display the series of prime numbers will require a last till where you want the series, from 1 to 100, 1 to 10, 1 to 1000. So here the last number I have taken from user. Now this outer for loop is simply generating the numbers from 1 to last. Suppose last is 100, then from 1 to 100 it is generating the numbers. Now this is the program of prime. So what we have done here, count equals to 0 we have taken for x in range 1 to this number. Suppose I have here n will take first 1, so it will give 1, it will check 1 is prime or not. So this program is checking whether a number is prime or not. So for that what you have to do, you have to divide the number from 1 to itself. If it is divisible, prime means if it is divisible by two numbers, that is 1 and itself, it is prime. Else composite means if it is divisible by more than two numbers other than 1 and itself, if it is divisible by some other number, then it is a composite number. So here you can see when you will run the program, it will show all the prime numbers from 2 to 100 or whatever you will give. If you will give 1000, then it will print all the numbers from 2 to 1000. Clear? So this is series of prime numbers. Now let us do the next question. The next question is series of Armstrong number. Now this Armstrong number you have already done. So here using while loop we will solve it. Now in this let us make a new file. So series of Armstrong number. So we will simply write the program. Now for a series what you require here, you will require the last, which will take till which number you want to check. So int input, enter the number, enter the last number. Now after this you will use a for loop to generate. So for, suppose n in range. Now here by default it starts from 0. I want to start from 1. Now always in this last plus 1 we have to write, otherwise it will exclude the last value. I want to include it. Now for Armstrong number, what you have to take here, some variables you require. Suppose arm equals to 0. Next is in Armstrong numbers, the value changes. So here the value of n, you can store it in n1. Now for Armstrong, we have used while. Now you can see here, while inside for. That means this is also a nested loop, while loop inside a for loop. So here while n, I am taking n1 is greater than 0. Now what you have to take, the remainder will be equals to n1 percent 10. It will take the last digit and then it will give to Armstrong number. So arm equals to, now Armstrong numbers are the numbers whose sum of the cube of its digits is equal to the number itself. So here you will give the cube of its digits, means digit is in rem. So rem star rem star rem. So this is the cube you are giving to Armstrong. Now n1 you will exclude the last number because each digit you have to extract. So here you have to take n1 equals to n1 double slash 10. It will exclude the last number. Now after coming out, what you have to do? You have to simply enter. Now come out of the program and you have to check here. What you have to check, if your original number is equal to Armstrong number, that means it is the Armstrong number. So you are printing all the Armstrong numbers, and now with the comma sign let me print. So here n equals to, for a comma you have to give here this. Now when you run this program, you have to save it with the name. So I have saved here series of Armstrong. Now when you will run this question, now here it will ask you enter the last number. Suppose I have given 1000. Now you know 1 is Armstrong number, cube of 1 is 1. 153 is Armstrong number, that is 1 cube plus 5 cube plus 3 cube. When you add it, it is equals to 153 only. So in 1000 you are having these many Armstrong numbers. So this is over. Now next question is series of palindrome number in the same way. So first let us start with the patterns. So all the questions you try once. If you have any doubt, you mention in the comment box. I will give you all the answers. Now here, this patterns, how to design the patterns. Now for patterns, what you have to do is, when we use for x equals to, like here you can see, let me increase the size. Yes. Now for x in range 2, 2 means 0 and 1. For y in range 3, 3 means 0, 1, 2. So how many times the inner loop will be executed? When x will be 0, 3 times. When x will be 1, 3 times. So 6 times it will be executing. And it is printing whatever you have given here. If you want to print in the same row, then you will mention here end equals to with what it wants to end, that you have to mention. So here you can see that 3 to the 6. So 6 stars it has printed. If in the question it is asked how many times it will print, like suppose here hello is given, and it is asked how many times hello is printed. Normally these questions are asked. So you will just check out how many times the outer for loop is executed, 2 times. How many times the inner for loop is executed, 3 times. So 3 to the 6, hello is printed 6 times. Here you can check out, suppose if I have given here 1, 2 and here I have given 1, 3. Now how many times you tell? 1. So this will be only once, and this will be 1 and 2, only 2 times. So 2 on the 2. So when you will run it, it will print only 2 times. Clear? So this question is asked normally in annual exam, how many times the hello will be printed. So you will simply find out how many times the outer for loop is executed, how many times the inner for loop is executed. You will multiply the two and you will get the answer. Now let us do some other patterns. Now here you can see x is 2, y is 3 in the range 3. Now print y. So here what is happening, when x is 0, it is printing y 0, 1, 2. And when x is again 1, the second time, it is printing again 0 1 2. So it is printing y here. If you want to print x here, then what you have to do? Simply you will write here x, and what it will print, any idea? It will print yes, 0 0 1 1. Clear? Let us check 0 0 0 3 times and 1 1 1 3 times. So when you are running 0 0 0 and 1 1 1. Clear? So like this, many patterns you can make. Let us start with the patterns. For pattern, what you have to do? Suppose you have written here 1 comma 6. So 1 to 5, and then here you have written 1 comma x plus 1. Now you can see which pattern. Here if I am writing y, and then comma n equals to, suppose a space I have given, or simply quotes I have given. And to come to the next row, I have to use a print command, simply a print command. Now here the pattern, it is printing 1 1 2 1 2 3. So when value of x is 1, y will be 1 to 2, that is once it will print, so 1. Then value of x will become 2, so here 1 to 3, so it will print 1 and 2, so 1 and 2. So now it is printing here 1 1 2 1 2 3. If I want to print 1 2 2 3 3 3 4 4 4 4 5 5 5 5 5, what I have to do? Simply the whole program will be same, only instead of y you have to write x. Now see what happens when you run, because value of x will remain same when the inner for loop is being executed. So you can see here value of x remains same. Now instead of x, if you want to print any pattern, so in single quotes any pattern if you give, and then if you run it, you can see the pattern. Clear? Now next is, if you are asked to print in steps, or suppose just the reverse of it, that is 5 times this. So suppose here I am writing y, and then I am printing this. Now I want to print at the beginning 1 2 3 4 5, then 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 1 2, just the reverse of this. Then what I have to do? Here it is 5 to 1. See, when it was 1 to 5, I was writing here 1 to 6. Now I want to write here at the beginning 1 to 5. So 5 to 1. So I will write 0 here, because 5 to 1, 1 less than this I have to write. So what I have to write here? 5 comma 1, sorry, comma 0. And the step value is minus 1. Clear? And it will print 1 to 5, same thing. Now see what happens. See, 1 to 5, 1 2 3 4. Understood? So here the x value outer loop is 5. This is 5 to 1 means 1 less than this you have to write. When the loop is in reverse form, then we write 1 less value and minus 1. And if it is 1 to 5, then you have to write 1 to 5, and by default step value is 1. So this is our pattern. Clear? Now let us check what the string. So like this you can print all the patterns. If you mention here step 2, suppose I mention here x. Now what happens? Because value of x will remain same when the inner loop is executed, all 5, all 4, all 3, all 2 and all 1. So this is over. Now let us start with the string. Now what happens in a string? So let us make a new program, string pattern. Suppose I have taken a string here, and string is suppose computer. So I have taken here computer. Yes. Now I am using a for loop, small letters. Now in this for loop, x in range. Now we all know that index value is from 0. So by default it is from 0. So here only I have to write len of string, len of s. Clear? Over. Now you will stop this block, and here this will be for y in range, and in this x plus 1. X plus 1. Yes, so this is over. Now you print the value. Print. Now what you have to print here, s of, now value is changing, so value is changing means s of y. So how you write it, s of y. Clear? Now if you want to remain in the same line, then you have to write here end equals to single quotes. And if for after each execution, if you want to change line, you have to write here print. Now execute and see what it is showing. It is showing this pattern. Clear? So now next one, suppose I want to write a reverse pattern, then what I have to do for a reverse pattern? Simply here I will start with the length and I will, so here length minus 1, I have to start from the last value, and then I will go till 0 value or 0 minus 1, because 1 less I have to write here, and then I have to write here minus 1. It is a reverse pattern. Now here I have to write from 0 to len of this. Now see what happens. Now when I am printing, first it should print full computer. So when I am running, see, it has reversed the pattern. Clear? So this is the output. So solve all this question, whatever is given here, and then if you have any doubt, you ask me. So these we will solve in the next video, all this alternate positive and negative along with the factorial. So we will use an inner loop for calculating the factorial and outer loop for calculating the sum. So thank you. Have a nice day.